Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most popular country songs in the nation as they're ranked each week by MediaBase 24/7 for the chart week of June 17th, 2023. I have one debut on the chart this week. We'll get to that one shortly. First, let's take a look back at last week's top three. At number 3 was Dancing in the Country by Tyler Hubbard. Number 2 was It Matters to Her by Scotty McCreery. And the number 1 song for the second week was Last Night by Morgan Wallen. Now, can Morgan three-peat at number 1? We'll find out 39 hits from now. First, we get started with the first solo hit by George Birds as he slips 2 spots to number 40 with Mind on You. Holding steady at number 39 is Kylie Morgan with If He Wanted To, He Would. Slipping back 3 spots to number 38 is Brantley Gilbert, Blake Shelton, and Vince Gill with Heaven by Then. At number 37, sliding back a spot, here's Brothers Osborne with Nobody's Nobody. In his fourth week in the countdown, he's up 1 to number 36, Connor Smith with Creek Will Rise. Up 5 spots to number 35 is Jason Aldean with Try That in a Small Town. And here's the week's only debut, coming in at number 34, the 5th top 40 hit by Lainey Wilson called Watermelon Moonshine. And with that one debut, one song drops off the chart this week, and that's You by Dan and Shay. At number 33, climbing a notch, here's Jackson Dean with Fearless. At number 32, moving up 1, Mitchell Tenpenny with We Got History. At number 31, moving up 1, Ashley McBryde with Light On in the Kitchen. In his 10th week in the countdown, he spends his second week at number 30, Russell Dickerson with God Gave Me a Girl. For number 29 for the second week, here's Dustin Lynch with Stars Like Confetti. Dropping back 2 spots to number 28 is Chris Jansen with All I Need Is You. At number 27, up 4 spots, Luke Bryan with But I Got a Beer in My Hand. Up 2 spots to number 26, Kelsey Ballerini and If You Go Down. At number 25, the second week, here's Dylan Scott with Can't Have Mine. At number 24 for a second week, Zach Bryan with Something in the Orange. Moving up 4 spots to number 23, Bailey Zimmerman with Religiously. Up 1 to number 22, Chris Young with Looking for You. And moving up 1 to number 21, Tim McGraw with Standing Room Only. In his 18th week in the countdown, he spends his third week at number 20, Cole Swindell with Drink-A-Bye. For the second week in a row at number 19, it's Hailey Whitters and Everything She Ain't. Well, from his high point last week at number 5, he tumbles to number 18. The song has been on the chart the longest at 45 weeks, Cody Johnson with Human. Up 1 to number 17, Parmalee with Girl and Mine. In just his 9th week in the countdown, he's up 5 spots to number 16, Kane Brown with Bury Me in Georgia. Up a couple to number 15, Shane Prophet with How It Ought to Be. Up 2 spots to number 14, Thomas Rhett with Angels. Up 2 spots to number 13, Luke Combs with Love You Anyway. Holding steady for the second week at number 12, Jelly Roll with Need a Favor. And just a step away from the top 10, up 3 spots to number 11, John Party with Your Heart or Mine. All right, leading off the top 10 is Bailey Zimmerman's former number 1 hit, Rockin' a Hard Place, dropping 2 spots to number 10. And moving up 2 spots this week to number 9, this becomes Justin Moore's 14th top 10 hit, and Priscilla Block's first. The song is called You, Me, and Whiskey. Well, from his high point last week at number 2, he drops to number 8 this week. Scotty McCreery with It Matters to Her. And here's the fastest climbing hit of the week, up 6 notches to number 7, becoming his 17th top 10 hit. It's Luke Combs with Fast Car. Up 3 spots to number 6, Old Dominion with Memory Lane. At number 5, up 2 spots, here's Morgan Wallen, the first of 2 hits on this week's chart for him, called One Thing at a Time. Up 2 spots to number 4, it's Megan Moroney with Tennessee Orange. For the third week in a row at number 3, his former number 1 hit, it's Tyler Hubbard with Dancing in the Country. The number 2 song in the nation this week, moving up 2 spots, here's Jordan Davis with Next Thing You Know. And the number 1 song in country music for the third week in a row, it's Morgan Wallen's 9th number 1 country hit called Last Night from his One Thing at a Time CD. Till next week, I'm Chris. Thanks for listening.